Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey. Welcome back to everyone and welcome if you're new. I like to give new subscribers shout outs and I have been going by date so I can see one from the 14th and that is, let me just make sure, Natasha Hill. That's how it's spelled. So I don't know if it's Natasha or Natasha, but thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate you. So this week we are going to be doing the brand new budget for the week of, let me grab my pen, November, that's not the pen. Let me erase that. Okay, November 17th through November 23rd. Okay, I'm a sideways writer, guys, so excuse me if you have to turn your head a little bit, but I also need to bring up my bills. So what is going to be coming out? So this is from the 17th. We have absolutely nothing due until the 19th, which is the UPS 19th, and that is for $150. And then on the 20th, the Honda is due for $900. Yes, that is a lot of money, but it could have been $650, but we added on extra maintenance, no, extra warranty, and also to pay it off sooner than the years that they said at first. So that's why it is $900. And on the 21st, I have a credit card that's due, and we're gonna put $75 on there. And then also on the 21st, no, I don't have anything on the 21st. Sorry, that would be the 22nd. Max is due for $17. No, it's $18.49 now, so $19. And I haven't asked anybody yet if they're still watching stuff on there, but I know it was 2 movies on there that we wanted to watch before we considered canceling it. And Apple storage is due also on the 22nd. Man, it's like my hand is writing faster than my words that's coming out. So 22nd, that's for $17 still. That's still $16.99. Look at this. Okay, what is this going up to? The 23rd. All right, so that's it. Ever since I got caught up, I be so surprised. Like when I have to stop, I'm like, okay, so are we sure that's it? Because it seemed like it should be more. But let's go ahead and add it up. So we had 150 plus 900 plus the 75 plus the 19 plus the 17 is $1,161. We like to stay at a budget of between $2,200 and $2,400. If you're new here and you're wondering why I haven't put the budget up here that we zero-based budget from, and that is because we do our budget kind of backwards here. So even though I said $2,200 to $2,400, we don't actually have that $2,200 to $2,400 on us. We both have businesses. I have an online business. Mr. Bailey has, which is my husband, he has a floor maintenance business, which he does have a job this week. So our budget, hopefully we can do this and get the check in enough time, you know, if he completes the job in enough time, because he's not going to be doing Uber as much. We both do Lyft and Uber in between, like if we're waiting on checks or if our business is slow. So we have to actually go out and make the money that I'm about to write down here until we get caught up at least a couple weeks ahead. So right now we are current and working on becoming at least 1 week ahead. So you're going to see us cash stuffing towards like next week's bills also. But, and this is a perfect example right here. So even though this is $1,161, this is not the number I'm going to go by, because I have the UPS that is coming out in a few days. So I need to go. So I already have that $150, but I do have to pay it this week and track for it. So I'm going to get that $150 from out of here. And that is this right here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So I'm just going to put this over here in the cash tray. Let's put it there, 20s and the 10s and the 5s. And then I also have half of the money for the Honda that I'm going to go ahead and put it in the bank, because I'm not going to be cash stuffing towards it anymore. It's just the money that I make this week is just going to already be in my account. So I need to go ahead and put that money from the Honda in there also. So we cash stuffed $450 from last week's budget towards it. So this should be $450. So that's 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 420, 440, 445, 450. So that's $450 right there. Now everything else we still have to work towards. So if so from the $1,161, if I minus the $150 that we already have and the $450 that we already have, really it's only $561 that I would need to go towards our fixed expenses this week. So this is the number that I'm going to use to budget to try to stay under the $2,400 that I would normally budget in a week. So now we can go ahead to our variable expenses and our sinking funds and any debt that, if we have any money left over, that we can pay. So groceries, we always try to go around $150. Grandbaby's not going to be here this week. My nephew should be coming back, but he's also supposed to be leaving this week to go down south with his mom. So when he's not here, normally our budget goes down like a tad bit. So I'm thinking I'm just going to keep it at $150. And then household, I already got extra of everything last week, as far as like what is those things called, laundry soap and all of those type of things. I don't think we need paper towel and toilet paper, but I'm just going to keep a budget of $50 just in case, because sometimes I don't even know. Mr. Bailey keeps that stuff like under the stairs somewhere, so I don't know when we're running out. He replenishes everything. Miscellaneous, we're going to do our normal 25 just in case I forgot something somewhere. So we're going to do that. And then we shouldn't need any haircuts this week. Food and drink, because I am going to be actually working this week. I'm going, I get coffees, and sometimes when I'm out, if I need like a snack or something like that, I normally do a budget of $30. And normally I stay under this, like way under this, but I give 30 just in case. And vitamins, I have to go and get my toothpaste and all of the things from the Better Health and Vitamin store. So I may grab some teas, and I don't know if I'm going to grab any vitamins or essential oils this time, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with that $50. We have $150 already towards this. So this is another thing that would be minus a bit, because I already have that 50. We don't need any oil changes or car repairs. I did order the tires. You guys saw those a few videos ago, so I should be actually getting money back from the tires that I'm going to switch out, so I don't have to worry about any maintenance this week. I think that might be it. Hey Josh, I think that might be it for this area this week. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So in this area, that is 150 plus 50, 25, 30, and 50. So that's $305. But if we minus the $50 that we already have, it's actually $255 that we're working with. The 561 plus the 255 is 816. And I told you guys we try to stay around $2,400. So we still have $1,584 that we can work with, which I told you this is making me nervous because if Mr. Bailey can't work, like, let's just say, I hope this job only takes him 2 days to do. And he's going to start it on Tuesday. So if he can finish the job by Wednesday, we would most likely get the check for this job by Friday. And he'll also be able to go back to work with Lyft and Uber. So hopefully this budget works out. But I'm just going to keep on planning for the 24, like I said, between 22 and 2400. So the things that are going to be due on the next week, let's see. So on the, what did this go to? On the 23rd. So on the 24th, Netflix is going to be automatically coming out on that Monday. So even though it's not in this budget, we're going to go ahead and put the $25. It's $24.99. We're not going to give Netflix up. Instead of us like going to the movies, we used to go to the movies every Tuesday, me, Mr. Bailey, and the kids. We kind of have movie night at home now, and we pop our popcorn, and we mostly watch our movies on Netflix. Or like I said, I'm going to be watching something on Max also. But this is why we still keep that. So I know sometimes I get people saying, like, you could probably pay down your debt faster if you get rid of some of the subscriptions. I do understand that, and I appreciate your concern on that, but we're actually saving money by keeping Netflix, because we used to spend anywhere of like $70 to $100 a week going to the movies. So we're going to keep that. But also on the 24th, the car maintenance loan for the Jeep that we're still paying is going to be coming out for $63, but we're just going to cash stuff for the $60 because it doesn't make any sense for me to try to get $3 out, because all I'm going to do is just put it in the car to go towards tips for the car wash. So we're just going to put $60. So that's going to be coming out automatically also. So we need to make sure that money is in there by Sunday. And now we need to see what are we going to cash stuff towards the next week. And the reason why I'm going to be doing this also is because the next week is a short week for us because it's Thanksgiving. And we're going to be leaving on Wednesday night to head down south towards my mom's house. Like after the kids get off of work, I guess that's when we'll do it. So we need to start cash stuffing towards the bills of the next week also, because we're only going to have Monday, Tuesday, and part of Wednesday to work. So the car note is due on the 28th. Okay, so that's the Jeep, guys. So I'm going to go for $600 for that to cash stuff. And the DTE is also going to be doing that week. And this week that week is going to be $268. So DTE, we're going to do the 200. It's actually due on the 26th. And then, was that it? I think that's it for that part. Wait a minute, let's see where we're at. So 1584 we had left to budget. So minus the 25, minus the 60, and 6 and 2 is 800. So we still have basically $700 left that we can try to budget for. So the other thing was Nicholas. We still need $100 for him, another $100 to even try to get his gift. And it would be nice to come back from there and not have to worry about getting the money up on him. So for him to get his gift, we know what it is, what we want, and we can get it from pretty much any store or online. So I'm going to go ahead and budget the $100 that I was budgeting for him. And then my mom, that's Thanksgiving. We're at $400 for her. So I'm thinking another $100. So that'll put us at $500 for gas and anything that we need. And I just really feel like that would be cool. Yeah, I would keep that right there. The emergency fund, I'm trying to get back up to the 345, and we're at was it 290 or 295? Let me see. Yeah, we're at 295, and I'm trying to get it back up to the 345. So 345 minus 295 is $50. So emergency fund, let's go ahead and budget for $50. Josh is good. UPS, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Let's see where that leaves us. And whatever we have left over, I'm going to put towards debt, because on the 28th, I do have, I think it's two Cash App loans that's going to be coming out for, and it's on my phone. So, I think it's totaling like $200 and something, I think. So let's see where we're at right here. 25 plus 60 plus 600 plus 200, 100, 100, and that's another 250 is $1,135. Okay, so 135 plus the 255 plus the 561 has us at 1951. We're trying to stay under $2,400, so minus the 24 leaves 449 left. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put 200. Let's put 250 towards debt. So this will be a Cash App loan, and we're gonna say 250. And anything that's left over, we'll just put towards any credit card, because I can't remember how much it actually was. Okay. So what we would need to make this week is, well, our total budget that we need this week would be $1,161 plus the 305 plus the 1135 plus the 250 is $2,851. But we all know that we already have some of that cash already, so it really would be 561 plus the 255 plus the 1135 plus the 250 is 2201. And I say we always try to stay between 22 and 2400. 22 is better in my mind, so $2,201 is what we would need to make this week to make sure everything is covered. So what I need to do now is just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cash stuff. Let's see. I could just leave this here. I need to condense this binder the best that I can, because I'm trying to think like which ones was the thickest. I feel like, I don't know, but we're gonna try our best to condense this down. So this is Nicholas. Let me take these things out, because I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do $1 a day this year. This was for Christmas last time, because I think I'm just gonna start doing like $5. I'm not sure, a week or something like that to get started. So I don't know. I'm gonna take those out because they're in the way at this time. So this is Nicholas, and he does have the $400 in there. So we need to try to condense this down. So we already have a $100 bill in there, and we do have some 100s over here. So we're gonna go 20, 40, 60, 80. You know what? Let me start back from this way. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 100, right? 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, put that 100 there. And we still got more 20s, so we can go 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. And we could put another 100 in there. This almost made me wonder, should I have done this in Since we're going to be taking this out, sooner than we are the maintenance. So you know what? I'm actually going to get this back. So I did do the 10s. I'm going to put this 300 over here. I'm going to do it opposite in here. And I'm going to get 320s if we have it. Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83. Because that doesn't make any sense if we're going to be taking this out anyway. So this should still be $400, but at least we did get rid of the 10s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. Okay, as long as he still has $400 in there, we're going to keep that like that, but we're going to break down the emergency fund. So that has 100. This had 295 in there. So let's see. $10, $20, $30, $35. Well, let's just go like this. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60. I don't have any 50s. It's not had. So we know that this is 95. So 20, 40, 60, 70. We're going to keep that. And then this part, I'm going to keep a 5. And I'm going to get a 20 for this. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Because I'm trying to catch back up with this, we're not going to be doing anything with any ones this week. So, and 10. All right. So this should still be $295. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70. Uh-oh, I messed up somewhere. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 75. It's a 20 in here somewhere. I didn't get the 20 out. That's what happened. I didn't get the 20 out when I put those in. Okay. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. All right. Let's see. We haven't put anything in debt. Well, we actually paid it. The Jeep, this is for the maintenance. That's what I needed to cash stuff towards was, I did need to cash stuff towards car maintenance, but they haven't called me yet. So I can get a 10 for these 2 5s. So it does still have 35 in there. Uh-oh. Dropped it on the floor. Yep, had 35. UPS, we just took out. Registration. I'm going to start cash up slowly for these things too. Okay. And the last thing was my mom. She already has this is $400. So we do have 2 more hundreds in here. So 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. I'm going to keep those 20, those. So we actually have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. That's what we're going to do there. The 10s and the 5s. Okay, so this should still be $400. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4. So that's 400. Now this money over here should still be the, what I take out, the 450 plus the 150. So this should still be $600. So let's just make sure. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60. That's 360 in 20s. tens, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 170 in tens. And fives, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 in fives. And ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still have $600, so we did it correct. I almost messed up with that 20. Okay, so anyway, thank you all for staying to this point. It was a couple things. If you come back and this looks a little bit different than the 2201, it was two things that I didn't add on. One was the maintenance for, you know what, let's just go ahead and do that right now. If I'm gonna change these numbers. Let me look and see if I got my white out first, so this won't look crazy. Okay, I got the white out. I've been needing to put this on my table anyway. Okay, so the things that I need to do is maintenance on the car. Wait a minute, car maintenance. I have 35 in there. 100 minus 35. I'm not going to put it here. I'm going to put it here. Car maintenance. We're going to do 65. All of these numbers are they're kind of gooey. Let's go ahead and wipe these out so they can be drying. Oh, and here too. No, I actually didn't mean to write that there anyway. Okay. 65 in there. And I've been, since everything is falling on Josh, since my nephew is leaving and everybody in the house has a job. Joshy is looking for a job, but I pay him to do extra things around the house now, since he's the only one that's basically, well, my other kids help also, but he's the one that's like doing the most of the housekeeping around the house. So Josh does need to I'm going to give him an extra $50 every week for helping out. So I did need to put that in there too. Oh, this stayed the same because I didn't put that there. So I could have actually left that there. What was that? 150 plus 50 plus 25 plus 30 plus 50. That was 305. Oof, that looked. Okay, 305. Man, guys, I don't know if that did better or not. 305 minus the 50 was 255. Okay. And then, but we did add on extra over here. So 25 plus 60, 6, 7, 8, 250. So 65 and 50. So that's 1,250. Just let me check one more time without trying to be extra. 600, 200, 200, 50, 65, and 50. Yep, $1,250. Okay, so now we'll go back up here. I do that every time. So the total we need is 1161 plus 305 plus 1250 plus the 250. So that's $2,955, but actually it's really 561 plus 255 plus 1250 plus the 250. So it's 2316 that we need. That makes more sense to me. Just to be like realistic with the budget. So All right, now if you made it to this point, this video is probably longer than usual. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for staying. I really appreciate you. If you could just do me a favor and leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji, that does help with the channel, because all of the money that we're making from YouTube this week, this year, in 2025 and beyond, we are putting towards our debt. I was thinking that I do get paid from YouTube on the 21st. That's why I said this week. But we are putting towards our debt until our debt is paid off. So thank you for your likes, your shares, your hypes. All of those things matter with the channel. So thank you so much. And if you are not subscribed, I hope you would consider subscribing and joining our community. And if you are subscribed, just go ahead and check and make sure, because sometimes we think we are and we're not. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with some kind of update on what's going on. I'm not sure how our schedule is going to be this week because of Mr. Bailey having to work. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Josh is going to have to work with him too. So everybody's going to be working this week. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow with some kind of update. Thanks so much for watching.